Dear learners, welcome to this last session of this course. In this session, we are going to discuss about the critical temperatures. So, how to define the critical temperature? What is called as critical temperature? The temperature at which the phase change takes place. The temperature at which phase change takes place is called as the critical temperature, or the temperature at which change of magnetic property takes place. Change of magnetic property is observed, that temperature is called as the critical temperature, right? So let's start with what is called as A0 critical temperature. So in the diagram, the A0 critical temperature is represented by this green line. You can observe this green line. So this is this A0 critical temperature, right? Now, what is this A0 critical temperature? Above this temperature, the cementite is non-magnetic. What is non-magnetic? It is cementite, that is Fe3C is non-magnetic, and below this, the Fe3C is magnetic. So, above A0, the magnetic cementite, magnetic Fe3C, magnetic iron carbide becomes non-magnetic, and that's why the A0 temperature can be called as the Curie temperature. A0 temperature can be called as the Curie temperature for cementite. Getting it? Then let's move to the next temperature. The next is the A1 critical temperature. A1 critical temperature. So again, it is represented by this green line. So this temperature, this green line is a A1 critical temperature line. That's why here I have written it as A1 temperature. A1 temperature is also called as this is the lowest isotherm in the, that is lowest constant temperature line in the diagram. It is called as the lower critical temperature. So A1 is called as the lower critical temperature. Lower critical temperature, but for what? Lower critical temperature for austenite. Why? Because we can observe that the lower critical temperature line, on this line there is a eutectoid point, and by the eutectoid point the gamma, by the eutectoid reaction the gamma is transformed to the alpha plus Fe3C. This alpha plus Fe3C is called as the perlite, right? So A1 temperature is the lowest temperature. This 727 is the lowest temperature at which, or above which, the austenite is stable. Below A1 temperature, the austenite will become unstable, and that's why it is called as the lower critical temperature for the austenite. Then moving to the next temperature, it is the A2 critical temperature. So A2 critical temperature is at 768 degrees Celsius. This temperature, again it is represented by this green line. You can observe this. So we know that what happens at 768. Below 768, what will happen? Below 768, the non-magnetic alpha becomes magnetic. Below 768, non-magnetic alpha becomes magnetic, and that's why the 768 is called as the Curie temperature. Okay. So this line is called as the A2 critical temperature line. So A2 critical temperature line is also called as the Curie temperature line for what? For ferrite. For alpha ferrite, this is the Curie temperature line or we can say the critical temperature line. Now, the loss of this magnetism will be continued from point D to C to B and to A. So from point D to C, C to B and B to A, the loss of magnetism will be continued. So this is called as, so these green lines are called as the A2 critical temperature lines for the alpha ferrite. It can be called as the Curie temperature or the critical temperature. Then the next temperature line is the A3 critical temperature line. So here we can observe that again this A3 critical temperature line is given by this green line here. So simply think of what is A3. What is present above A3? So above A3 it is gamma. So I will write here gamma. What is present below A3? Below A3 it is present alpha plus gamma. So gamma is to be changed to alpha plus gamma. What is common? It is gamma. That means the alpha will be transformed to the gamma. Okay. So at A3, last trace or last part of gamma, alpha will be transformed to gamma, That's why the A3 is called as upper critical temperature for ferrite. Getting it? So A3 is the upper critical temperature for ferrite. Then let's discuss about the another critical temperature, that is the ACM temperature. Okay. So ACM stands for the cementite. That is the upper critical temperature for the cementite. M stands for cementite. So again this ACM temperature is represented by the green line, this line. So simply think of how to write about the ACM. What is present above ACM? Above ACM it is gamma. So I will write here gamma. What is present below ACM? It is gamma plus Fe3C. So I will write here gamma plus Fe3C. So what is common? It is gamma. Gamma is common. That means the Fe3C is to be changed to the gamma as the temperature increases during heating. Okay. And that's why we can write at ACM last part of cementite will dissolve to form austenite. And that's why the ACM is called as the upper critical temperature for cementite. Right? So that's it for this session. I hope you have enjoyed this course. Thank you.